What is up, folks? Wow, how could there be some people in here? I just hit the live button. What's going on, folks? Just wanted to do a quick video. All right, it's Friday, man. It's like 1:20 in the afternoon or something like that. Just wanted to do a quick video, chat with you guys. As the title says, big screen, small body. So, how's the audio? Let me check the chat. What's going on, man? Audio good? Give me a thumbs up if the audio was good. Let me know if the audio is good. I decided to use sitting downstairs. I was like, okay, it's good. All right, good. I was just sitting downstairs and I was like, I'm gonna use the iPad Pro 10.5. Just got done shooting a video on it, and I decided to go ahead and this is the iPad Pro 10.5 actually. That's what I was just saying. Well, LaShawn, what's going on, LaShawn? So I was writing up an article for smartphoneconversations.com, and I decided to grab the iPad Pro 10.5 and use it for the live stream. You know, the battery on the what's going on? Everybody's in the stream. What's going on, y'all? The battery on the iPad Pro 10.5 is actually fantastic. I'm finally off in time to catch your live stream, Jay. What's going on, Marcus? Give you a shout out since you finally made it. And yeah, man, big screen, small body. This seems to be where the industry is going. And I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit. You're talking about a phone in your hand. Now, just getting started, man. We're just gonna talk about the industry, which this is the way the industry is going. And I think we all know that. But how do you guys feel about the industry going this way? Because believe it or not, you know, I was having a conversation with someone a long time ago. Let me check the audio game real quick, guys. Hold on one second. Let me check the audio. All right, just want to get the live chat open over here. So, man, I was chatting. I'm always chatting. Oh, wow, thanks for sharing, Mark. This is the Galaxy Note 8 right here. But I wanted to try something different, man. We're using a different device, that is. So I'm not using the U11. In London, England, what's going on, man? I decided to go ahead and I was writing an article with the iPad Pro 10.5, and I just wrote up an article, and I'm going to publish that after this stream more than likely, because I got some new goodness for my iPad Pro 10.5 finally came in. But smartphones, man, smartphones is what it's all about. And I wanted to see how you guys felt. What is it? I told you put that. Now, the U11 is my main driver. You know, I was writing an article, so I decided to go ahead and just use the device. What's going on, Gary Brown? What's going on? So the industry has decided to shift and go completely towards 18 by 9. And I don't know how I feel about that. I still prefer 16 by 9 ratio. But I don't know how I feel about all phones being 16 by 9 ratio. That's going to take some getting used to. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of advantages to it when you go that way. Some of you guys are already saying you think it's the way to go. But there's advantages and there's disadvantages, because there's plenty of people who don't like the 16 by 9, don't like the 18 by 9 ratio. They actually prefer the 16 by 9 ratio. What's going on, Ivan? Everybody's in the stream, just joining on, in and out. See some people popping in and out. What's going on? Just a quick live stream, man, because I wanted to talk about okay, so here's a good comment from LaShawn. If they can make a 16 by 9 bezel-less, he says, if they can make a bezel-less 16 by 9, I'll be with it. And you beat me to the punch. That's where I was going. 16 by 9 obviously is better for watching movies. I mean, you do get a more beautiful display, and it looks cool with 18 by 9. But is it really where we want the industry to actually permanently go? Now, all manufacturers are not going to produce 18 by 9 ratio phones. It's just not gonna. It's gonna cost them more probably. Eventually, it'll be probably really affordable, but or they'll use like a fake technique to making it look like it was 18:9, which is fine with me. But you know, the and what's the name says the Mi Mix. Stevie says the Mi Mix, the original Mi Mix is bezel-less with 16:9, and it's got a 6.4-inch display. That's true. But I wanted to cover some of the devices that are actually 16:9 and 18:9, but do have bezel-less. And the Mi Mix is one of them. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, Joseph? I see. But I'm thinking that the industry should definitely stay with what's going on, Night Tech in the house, y'all. I think the industry should definitely stay with 16:9 as the standard, because and again, it's no shot against any phone that has a 18:9 ratio. It's just that the 16:9 ratio is much more beneficial in a lot of ways. At least I think so. The couple things that you get from having an 18:9 ratio is you can get a easier to hold phone, right? The phone will be super easy to hold, and then you'll get more screen. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? So you get that benefit from that, but at the same time with 16:9, you don't have to worry about applications not working. It's already the industry standard, you know. And with the 18:9 ratio, you're kind of let me read this comment from Jeff. Jeff says the 18:9 ratio is kind of cheating when it comes to the screen size because it's much longer than wide. 16:9 can be smaller, but actually show more content. And that's exactly where I was going to go eventually. But I feel like the 16:9 is obviously going to be the standard for a long time to come. But I hope the industry does not permanently start shifting, and OEMs just don't start shifting, making all phones 18:9 ratio. This is, I mean, it's not that I hate the Asian. I'm not gonna say hate. It's not that I dislike this ratio of phone. It's very cool. But again, for movie content and you end up getting a long phone. Now, this is a long phone because it's got a big screen, but if in fact you got the Galaxy S8, the small one, that's perfect, man. I mean, it's a perfect size. I don't know if you remember originally in my first videos a while back about that. The 18:9 ratio on the small phones is actually really good. Like the iPhone 10, I don't think it has an 18:9 ratio. I didn't really do any research. I don't know if they said that. You know, but it's going to have pretty much all screen. The S8 is almost like the perfect phone for 18:9 ratio. And now you've got the V30. It's another one coming that's going to have a small footprint, but it's also going to have that 18:9 ratio. I'm going to read some of you guys' comments. LaShawn says, I'm not a fan of the small width of the phones like the S8. It makes it feel too small to me, and I understand that too. It's a big screen, but it's got a very small footprint. Let me see here. What's up for the Note series? I prefer the wider aspect ratio, like the original Note. Again, yeah, that's coming from Odell. No, not Odell. That's coming from Insudar. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Yeah, it makes for a ridiculously long device, and it's almost awkward. But the S8, it is very narrow. But if I had to have the S8 permanently, I could do it. You know, like if that was my phone that I had to use, I could do it. Night Tech says the Essential phone is 18:9. It's a great size. Yeah, the Essential phone is a super compact phone. It's like freaking a 5.7-inch display, but it's like really small. But it's wider though. I think it's a little wider, right, Night Tech? Isn't the Essential phone a little bit wider? But I feel like the V30 is coming, and I know you can get it right now. It's not in the masses yet. A lot of people are probably not buying the V30 because they're kind of focusing on they're focusing on the iPhone. Let's just be real here. Yes, deglaze, wider makes it better to hold. I completely agree with that. But people are focusing on the iPhone at the moment, man. They're not really focusing on the V30, unfortunately. A lot of phones get skipped because you know, of certain brands like Samsung and Apple. And, you know, I applaud Apple and Samsung for the great marketing. You know, a lot of phones get skipped from HTC, LG, Motorola. A lot of those phones don't get the recognition they deserve. Now, the Pixel phones, Bumpy Cam Live, sorry about that. The Pixel phones are, they're getting ready to come to us. And I guess a lot of you guys are not into the taller aspect ratio. I'm glad I did a live stream for this instead of a video. So I want to see your comments real time. But the Pixel phones are coming. And the 6-inch one has that long ratio, you know. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Tech said he doesn't want the 30. But the Pixel phones are coming. The problem with the 18:9 ratio, though, is the crop. And I think somebody just said that. Yeah, D'Angelo Sandoval said, "I hate the crop on YouTube." It's strange, you know. But I can guarantee you, when the iPhone comes out, the iPhone 10 will be here at the end of this month, and that's not very long, folks. I'm not holding my breath. I wrote an article and I did a video saying, you know, I'm not holding my breath for the iPhone 10. And don't take that for a grain of salt, because obviously I've said in multiple videos after that I'm going to get it. Even in that video, I said I was going to get it. But if I can't, basically, let me elaborate on that. If I can't get the iPhone 10 on launch day, I'm not going to be upset about it. That's $1,000 saved, you know. So I'm not going to be that upset about it. You know, I'll review it whenever I can, because right now it's already in the hands of a ton of reviewers, and you know, I'll catch the second wave. I don't really care. I just want to use it to see if it's really going to be good. But the iPhones currently, the 16:9 ratio on the iPhones, and any phone that has a 16:9 ratio, yeah, I think it's much more. You know, hey, Donovan's in the house, y'all. What's going on, Donovan? I see. The 16:9 ratio is, you get more to hold on to. But someone said earlier in the stream that you're kind of cheating when you have the 18:9 ratio. I somewhat agree with that. It's cheating. I don't know if I'd use the word cheating as the word, but they're kind of scrambling, or you know, my way to make myself understand it better is they're manipulating the situation by making you think that you're getting so much more screen when you're actually getting less. Because if you crop the screen on these Galaxy devices right now, you lose footage, you lose video. Remember, if you hit that crop button, it chops off it takes away the sides, but it chops off the top and the bottom of the video, which is weird. So Donovan got the V30 and the Pixel XL2 on the way to him. He pre-ordered. Essential is 19:10. Okay, there you go. I was wondering, because I was like, I said earlier that the Essential phone is a lot wider than some of these other phones. So I knew it couldn't have been 18:9. But thanks for doing the research, Night Tech. I appreciate the love, man. But yeah, I mean, if the Essential phone is now 19:10, I might be able to work with that. Because why? Because I'm getting a wider phone. So let me read some of you guys' comments. So what does the S8 Plus 16:2 actually compare to? I mean, 16:9 is square, you know, pretty much. And 18:9 is, what I guess I'll say, square rectangular. It's just, it pushes it out this way, and 16:9 is going to go that way. So if you have 19:10, you're going this way, which is what you would want. Dominique Johnson says, I think 18:9 will be adapted by all manufacturers. And you're absolutely right. It will, but I'm just not a fan of it right now. I mean, when I say I'm not a fan, people take that literal sometimes. So everything I say, people hold me at face value. I like the 18:9 ratio. It's not my first choice, though. I prefer 16:9 because you get more to hold. You get a realistic view for watching a movie and things like that. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the 18:9 ratio. Let me see here. Falcon 27. I'll answer your question. Says, Jay, should I get the iPhone 7 or the S8? That's pretty simple. It depends on if you want iOS or Android. Both are great phones. It just depends on what you want. So I would say go into a store, go into any carrier store, and just play with them. If the Note series would have been 16:9, oh man, it would definitely sell even more, I think. I'm not saying the Note series is not selling because people are buying this phone. People love this phone. And there's a good reason that they love this phone. It's fantastic. But you know, the if just imagine if there was a flat version of this. I would have taken a not just it or you know what? Not even a flat version. How about 19:10 like the Essential phone? How about that? What if they're not gonna not curve the screens, give us 19:10 on the Galaxy Note? Uh, Lewis says, I prefer 18:9 ratio. Samsung's interpretation is too narrow, though. Okay, yeah. I agree. Give me an alternative, please. Is there a good one? What do you think about BlackBerry's Android phones? They're cool, I haven't reviewed any yet, but I probably will no time soon. Not at those prices. I don't think they're worth. I shouldn't say that. That's how I personally feel. I don't want to buy an Android BlackBerry. I really want a BlackBerry with BB10, but if that's all they're offering, I'll get to it eventually. But it's not at the top of my list. 18:9 looks better, but the 16:9 is more practical. D Glaze is totally right. The 18:9 looks good. It's pretty. I guess I want to say. But after a while, I want to watch certain videos and I can't because I can, but it just looks weird, especially when I crop the display. It just looks weird. Now, if you're watching videos that you recorded, those are fantastic. Those are fantastic. So someone says, Tech Junkie says, so Jay, what do you recommend, the iPhone 8 Plus or Note 8 or Pixel 2? Well, for one, the Pixel 2 is not here yet. And of the Galaxy Note 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus, I would recommend, if you like Android, the Galaxy Note 8 is a premium phone if you're trying to get a Samsung phone. And if you like iOS, the iPhone 8 Plus is the top of the line iPhone right now. So premium, you can choose either one. You have to choose which one you are going to be using it for. Let me see here. I was looking for another question in here. What do you think Best Buy has a V30 on display? I don't know. I don't think Best Buy has the V30. Shout out to Chris, by the way. I don't think Best Buy has the V30 on display because of all the Samsung stuff that's in there. It's like they pay so much money to keep their products out front. I don't think that they will even bother to do it. They'll have it set off to the side on a little coffee table with the Motorola phones. It's kind of sad the way when you walk into Best Buy, all you see is Samsung stuff. And again, I'm not knocking Samsung. They're paying the money to get it out there, but I would like to see a variety. They have a Samsung store in our Best Buy, and they probably have it like that for you guys too. But Samsung's paying the money to do that, so it is what it is. So I think the Nokia. I'm reading a comment here. I think the Nokia 8 is better value of money than the Pixel. At least in the UK, it is, and that's right. Wherever you are, there's going to be phones that come out that are going to be a better value. Just because something's new, that doesn't mean that it's the best value. Right now, people are already saying the Pixel is the best phone in the world. Everyone was saying that about the Note 8. Everybody said it about the iPhone 10. Now they're saying it about the Pixel. The problem I have with speculation like this is the phones aren't here, or they haven't been here long enough for a person to actually try them for a month or two. As far as I see it, the U11 is still the best phone option at the moment. It's just like a regular smartphone. The U11 is definitely one of the best. It doesn't cost a lot. It has all the internals of every high-end phone right now. So at the recording of this video, you can get it for $550. That's a steal. And if you want the 128 gig, $629. But that's just what I think. And what I think really doesn't matter. It's just my personal opinion. But everyone's always going to say that one phone is the best, because they like it. And I respect that. But J1973, am I getting the V30? Yes, I'm going to get the V30. I just don't know when. I'm not getting the first wave because I don't want to get caught up again by them dropping the price on me. And then I'm out of $300. It's not going to happen. They're going to drop the price on the V30 to $650. And I'll probably jump out there then, but not for $800. And it's not that I have anything against the V30, because I think the V30's cameras are going to be better than the Pixel, the iPhone, the Note 8, and possibly the U11. You know, that's what I think. But I won't know until I actually get my hands on it. So, yep, yep, yep. You're a leader of the Pixel. LaShawn is a Pixel. LaShawn, if you don't know who LaShawn is, he's a straight up Pixel king, man. He's Pixel all day long. Let me see. Yeah, Mate 10. Mate 10 is another one that's coming that I'm actually really interested in. Shout out to Donovan for reminding me of that. I'm super excited about the Mate 10. I could definitely rock with the Mate 10. So if you did get the Note 8 for $500, that's a good deal, you know. But I'm not going to tell you that it's better than the U11, because, again, my U11's upstairs, but I was just recording footage. But nonetheless, whatever you think, not anyone in this stream or anyone in particular, to the people that keep saying that the Note is the best, the iPhone's the best, that this is the best, I respect that if that's what you think. But seeing as though I have every freaking phone, and I use them for long periods of time, I can clearly say from my usage, this phone isn't the best. The iPhone 8 isn't the best. The 10, will it be the best? I don't know. Once I get that small compact iPhone in my hand, I'll see. But for complete package, because see, if you can grab the Note for a good deal, that's great. But again, the U11 has all the internals, and it's already costing less than them. So if you can't get it on, and mind you, the Note isn't on sale anymore. The iPhones are never on sale. So if you can get the U11 $300 less from the jump, the Note isn't the better purchase. Let's be honest here, man. I mean, and plus the Note has the new aspect ratio, and the U11 has a Quad HD display with 16:9. You know, some of you will say, "Oh, the Note has a bigger screen." It's all personal preference. There is a lot about the Note that is flawless. I mean, this is a fantastic phone, man. But for the price, are you going to be able to convince, like, if you take away all the marketing, you just put two people in the room and you tell them, here, you got to pay $930 for this phone and then $550 for this one, or $650 for this one. They pretty much have the same internals. This one will actually probably run a little bit better because it's less bloated, and the cameras are pretty much probably better on this one. Battery life's a little bit better. What do you think those people are going to do? They're going to pick the one that costs less, that performs better, and they're getting the same thing. An argument that Android enthusiasts have is price and which one sells the most. Apple people do that too. Oh, we sold 15 gazillion of them. So what? It doesn't mean anything. When it comes down to the bottom line of it, I think more people will probably choose a phone that has something that they're used to than a phone that's super, like LaShawn made a good point. LaShawn made a point earlier. The S8. Now, I said earlier the S8, I could live with that phone. I could live with that phone if I had to keep it for 2 years. I could live with it. However, LaShawn made a good point, and he said it's too long. You know, he's like, Jay, it's too long, man. It's too narrow. It's kind of weird. He's right. That's why I had to put a case on it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, now I'm curious how the Pixel is going to be. You know, after the hype starts, for me, when you see, the thing is, when you have so many phones, your hype wears off fast. You know, your hype wears off fast. Let me jump into a comment right here from Steve P. To everyone, camera-wise, Sony phones are the best. People just don't know because they stopped selling in carrier stores. I'm going to somewhat agree with you on that. The problem is, though, Sony's not doing anything to convince us otherwise. Until Sony brings the Thunder back to the U.S., what am I supposed to do? You know, they're selling their phones at Best Buy. Like the XC Premium was brought to the U.S. with no fingerprint reader, and then it's selling for $800. It's on sale for $700 right now. Okay, it's selling for $800 at Best Buy and online and retailers. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird that Sony is, but a company will do what they need to do to survive, and I respect them for that, man. I don't care if a company sold 15 million phones in 10 minutes. Those are, as techies, that should be you should just avoid that conversation, because if you're not sitting on the board of all these OEMs, what does it matter to you how much they're selling? It's like the weakest argument that you could possibly have. Oh, you don't have no comeback? Well, we sold 19 million of them, and I'm a part of the Apple crew. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Big screen, small body. I would take the S8. I would take a G6. I would take, let me see, what's some big screen, small body phones? The S8 is a good one. The G6 is another good one because it does have a big screen and a small body. The G6 is a small phone. I don't have any hands-on with the Essential phone yet, but you will see that coming because that's another big screen, small body. The iPhone 10, big screen, small body. Look for that. It would be nice if they made a Note Mini, because then the Note Mini could have a 5.8-inch display. That would be so boss. Hold on a second, man. Hold on. Okay, let me get a quick poll in the live stream. Anyway, shout out to the replay crew. Shout out to you guys watching this. You can comment below if you're watching this on a replay. But check this out. Boss move right here. You know where I'm going. How many people, put a hands up in the stream, if you would take a 5.8-inch Galaxy Note 8 Mini? Hands up if you think that might be a great idea. I'm all in with that one. How about that? Hands up if yes. If you would take a 5.8-inch Galaxy Note Mini, same internals. I don't have to have anything different. Boom, man. If you in the replay crew, please vote below. And I'm telling you, if you're watching this right now on the replay, let me tell you, there's a lot of hands up. There's one thumbs down, but pretty much it's 99% win-win if Samsung brings the Galaxy Note Mini and have it at a 5.8-inch display. That phone would pretty much probably destroy nearly everything out. Price it at $799, boss. It's a wrap. Samsung can shut down the majority of the industry. If you disagree, I respect that. But a 5.8-inch version of this phone, oh my gosh, man. You know how I love the phones. Yo, Samsung, man, I wish I could sit on the board at Samsung. That would have been in the works anyway. 5.8-inch, don't change anything. Don't take away anything. Just make it smaller. Or you might have to make the battery. No, you don't have to make the battery smaller. What am I saying? Leave it exactly the same, but they would make it smaller. They put a 3,000 milliamp battery in it to save money, or 2,800, whatever. Listen, dude. Galaxy Note 8 Mini, 5.8-inch, that would be boss right there. I think so. And 99% of the stream thinks so. There's a few thumbs down, but yo, that would be tight. That would be tight. Samsung will make a huge impact. Oh yeah, and it will also make the fingerprint scanner lower too. Yeah, it will bring the fingerprint scanner down. Oh man. Man, let me tell you, dude. I'm telling you, that would be so boss right there. That would be boss, man. Oh my gosh, man. Price it at $799, $800, whatever you want to price it at. Because the current Galaxy Note is only $900. Price that bad boy at $799. Oh man, $850. I'll even do $850 if they want to. They don't want to price it too far down. Yo, man, look, 5.8-inch with the S Pen, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs SD card. Oh man, bro, yo, I'm hyped like it's coming out or something. You know, did anybody get real hyped for a second? Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, did you think for a second it was really gonna come? Yo, man, I feel like taking some phone calls, man. It's Friday. We should kick back. I love the speaker. If you want to text, anybody want to call in, just let me know. I'll fire this up. Woo! I love that speaker. We turn on Bluetooth. There you go. Audio come back. Audio good now? Nah, it was linked to my iPad. Good now? Audio back? Audio back? It's good. Okay, yeah. I was out in the garage, man, and I was working on the clean. I was cleaning out the garage, and I I had this hooked up. This thing is banging, dude. Oh my gosh, man. I thought it was hooked to my Note already, but I'm gonna hook this up, man. Yeah, this speaker is boss right here, man. Oh my gosh. Yo, it's boss. Let's kill this thing right here. I'm gonna hook this up real quick. I'll hook this up just in case somebody wanna call in for a minute. Share your thoughts on 16:9 versus 18:9. We get it popping. Get the young sound Pete's going. This thing is super boss right here, man. Super boss. If I can get it, if I can remember which one it was. This is the sound piece, man. This is the P5. This is boss. So I'm gonna put the speaker right here, and I'm gonna drop the phone number in here real quick. And real quick. Uh-oh. Let's kill that audio. Yeah. All right, man. So if you want to call in, I'll drop the number in. Keep it short, to the point, and you know, shouldn't have to say it, but don't use profanity. You know, talk like an adult. You know what I mean? Get your point across and keep it moving. The S8 Plus is much better than the X, in my opinion. You know, the X isn't here yet, so, but I understand what you're saying. So I want you to ring me up if you want to give your thoughts on 16:9 versus 18:9 ratio. You think it's a good idea that the industry should go that way? What do you think? We'll see what you guys say. Let me put the number in here real quick. Hold on, let me get the number real quick. Well, I need to make sure I'm good on here. Yeah. Make sure this is good. Yeah. All right. Just putting it in real quick. You guys ready? Call me up. Shout out your channel. Shout out your Uncle Ray. Whatever you want to do. There it is right there. So ring me up if you want to talk about the 18:9 ratio versus the 16:9 ratio. Which one do you think is the best? Are you happy that the industry is going that way? Do you hate it? Well, shouldn't say hate. Do you dislike the way things are going? Bumpy Cam Live. I'm the only one. I need to patent that Bumpy Cam joint, right? But what do you think about the Vivo X20 plus a cheap S8 Plus? I don't know, man. I mean, see, a lot of phones can be great. It's just a matter of the OEMs pushing hard to make it happen. If they not like, it's like if they're not going to make a bunch of money, if they're not going to make a bunch of money, I don't think they're going to push hard to push something. Would you do it? Would you invest hard in something that's not going to make a lot of money or bring it to the masses? I don't think you would. You know. All right, so we got our first call in. I think. Let me see what this was. Looks like it hung up. Bring me back up if you want to. Uh-oh. Back to the live stream. There we go. So ring it up. Numbers in the stream, man. I don't think companies would push too hard, you know, to push something that's not going to do well in the U.S. Like the U.S. right now is a big market, but it's not that big of a market, you know, compared to like as far as sales go for certain things. So, but the U.S. is definitely pushing this 16:9, you know what I'm saying, or 18:9. So 16:9 is it's definitely the one that I would pick first. Apple is boss. You guys are crazy, man. Everybody look at that thing and it says Apple is boss. Look at the avatar. Y'all crazy, man. All right, so it shows missed call. I don't know why it showed missed call. I don't know why it says missed call. Like I didn't get any calls from anybody. My bad, y'all. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know why it's getting. Let me, here I'm gonna change the number. I'm gonna put a different phone number in here. Hold on, I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. All right, I'm gonna use a different phone. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not gonna be leaving my live stream, so I'm gonna put this phone number in here. So ring this phone. Sorry to those people who just called. Try this number right here. Try that number right there, folks. Try that one. I'm gonna link the Bluetooth to that one. Did I pay my bill? Hey, watch out, bro. Watch out, partner. Watch out, bro. Did I pay my bill? That's cold, man. You cold. I ain't go. Watch out, LaShawn, man. Man, I paid my bill, dude. Watch out. Don't come with the jokes, bro. I'm a jokester. All right, so first call coming in. I'm gonna put it on speaker because I didn't hook the Bluetooth up yet. What's going on? It's your man Jay Will, you live. Who I got on the line? Who we got? Oh, we got a fax machine hanging up. Trying to hook this Bluetooth up real quick. So that's probably that dude who said I didn't pay my bill. He ain't got service. He out there with Verizon or somebody out there. He ain't got no service. I'm just playing. I'm just playing Verizon customers. I'm just kidding. Verizon is a good company. Not that I care. Who cares? All right, so P5. I'm gonna hook up the P5 real quick. I'm telling you, this is a boss speaker, man. All right, so boom, P5 hooked up. Ring it up. You're on the hotline. I'm trying to know about the hotline, you youngsters out there. So now, man, I get a lot of prank calls, man. It'd be people pranking me, like people think this isn't a real phone or something like that. And I'm like, why are you calling me at 5 a.m, man? Like, are you serious right now? Go play, dude. Quit calling me with this. It's crazy how people call. I'm like, I don't know. You can try to ring me up if you want to. You can get the dial tone. I'm just going to ignore you. So phone line is open, man. To the last person that called from fax machine. I don't got my fax machine hooked up. It's upstairs. Uh-oh. All right, what's going on? It's your man Jay Will. You live right now. Who we got?
I thought I'd just try and see if I could call you because you were inviting calls, and I hear my voice going through the speakers now on the live video.
Yeah, man. How you feel about the situation with the 16:9 and the 18:9? What's your thoughts on it?
Oh, I like 16:9 because it's just closer to what TV looks like. And I sometimes watch TV and, of course, YouTube videos and so forth on my phone.
Right. I think a lot of us watch YouTube videos on our phones, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you trying to show something?
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. You have a good day. That's straight weird. You know what I'm saying? Respect, dude, whoever you are. That's just strange. I had to hang up. Much love. I don't know. Yeah. It's all good. Numbers in the stream, man. Ring me up. Yeah. that's kind of weird, but I show love to everybody. No disrespect. It is what it is. He wanted to call in and show some love, so he showed some love. Ring me up. Tell me how you feel. Call back in, man. James. Oh, James Matthews in here, y'all. Shout out to James Matthews, man. Call me up, man. Yeah, ring it up. Yeah. So I can get your thoughts on the 18 by 9 versus the 16 by 9. Big screen, small body. Or do you guys still prefer, just big screen, period? You don't have to have the small frame. All right, boom. You ain't got to block your number out, man. I ain't going to call you back. What's going on? It's your man, Jay Will. You live right now talking about big screen, small body. Who we got? We got to hang up, I guess. 18 by 9 displays are too small. Yeah, I'm reading comments in here. It's kind of crazy, that what they can do with the 18 by 9 ratio. Y'all got to pay y'all phone bill before y'all call up, man. You know what I mean? So it's just it's what it is. But the 18 by 9 ratio is nice and everything. But will it last? Is it going to adapt very well with customers? I don't know. I think a lot of people are saying they prefer the 16 by 9 ratio, which I do. That's my first choice in a phone screen display. But if you can just have big screen, I'm cool with that. 18 by 9 ratio is too small. Big screen. I meant too tall. Okay, so too tall. Yeah, it is. I feel like a lot of content is going to start being produced in that ratio. It's not like the Google Apple. Well, I mean, it's going to take a lot to get companies and people to change their to 18 by 9, man. What's going on, 211K Bear? It's going to take a lot of, they can't even get the applications right. Right now, they can't even get the applications to work right for 18 by 9. Most of them don't look right. So, I mean, hey, I don't think it matters. I think any context is coming. All right, call in. What's going on? It's your man, Jay Will, big screen, small body. Who we got on the phone?
What's going on, Jay Will? This morning.
What's going on, man? Finally, I get a call in. I get a call. Okay. Get a call. Somebody paid their bill. You paid your bill, so you get to call in.
Man, always. I stay on top of that.
That's what's up. How you feel about it, though? For real, though, how you feel about the big screen, small bodies? 18 by 9, 16 by 9, what's your preference?
I mean, I prefer the 16 because I guess that's just what I'm accustomed to. The 18 by 9, I don't think I would mind it as long as they didn't make a giant, bulky phone or some extra tall phone that I'm going to have to end up having an issue with getting in and out of my pocket or putting where I need it to go.
Right.
If they could do the 18 by 9 and a nice compact phone body, I wouldn't mind it. By that'll probably make me give up my G6 that I got now. That's why I like my G6.
That's what I was going to ask you next. What phone you use? So you got a good one. You got the G6. That ratio is nice. It's a good ratio. It's a small body with a huge display, and it's still 16 by 9, right?
Yeah, and the fit.
It's a good fit. Let me ask you. I got you on the phone. What you think about a Galaxy Note 8 Mini, 5.8-inch display? Look exactly the same. It's just smaller. What you think about that?
I don't think it'd be bad as long as they didn't charge $2 million for it, and as long as it was optimized, so I wouldn't have to worry about the battery falling.
Oh, he said $2 million. No, man, I would hope. What would you pay for something like that? I'd pay $799, $800 for it. What would you pay?
Yeah, I feel like 7 is a roundabout, but I mean, to be honest, I feel like we paying too much for these phones anyway. At the highest, I feel like we should only be paying probably about $500, $600.
Yeah, but technically, we should.
There's so many people that's going out here spending the money on the phone. They're just gonna keep hiking it up. I wouldn't be surprised if by the middle of next year we got phones that's coming out that's $1,300.
Well, the thing is, when you're thinking about $1,300 phones, here's the thing about that. Right now, everybody is freaking out because Apple's iPhone 10 is $999, when technically the 256 gig was $969. Remember that? So they went up $30 and took away some memory. But the current iPhone 10, this 256 gig, all they did was add on $150 or $200 because you're paying for that new design and you're paying for the same memory. They jacked it up $200 or $150. That's all they did. So I don't.
Yep.
I mean, the Galaxy Notes have always been expensive. The S8, these things are already really expensive.
Well, yeah, and very true. But I can also remember when the iPhone first came out. we all were tripping about how much they were charging for that. It was nowhere close to what they're charging now. But when the iPhone originally came out, when everybody was still using flip phones and razors, everybody was mad because it was a touchscreen phone that came out that was, what, $200, $300, I think, when it first came out?
Yeah.
So that was the issue. So now, it's still like the same vicious cycle that we're kind of going through. But, I mean, I feel like it just depends on us. We're the ones that's paying the money. If we all stop buying phones, they're going to have no choice but to drop the prices.
Yeah. And like I said before in another stream, if everybody just don't get gas for the weekend, some places will go out of business almost, man. They lose gazillions of dollars when we don't fill up several times on the weekend. So simple things like that, we control the market.
That's why the gas prices out here in Texas right now still $2.50 some places.
Yeah, and I got premium cars, so you know how much I'm paying.
Oh yeah, that's even higher.
Yeah, I got premium gas, so I'm definitely paying a grip, man. But I don't do so. So if the industry goes all the way 18x9, what you gonna do?
I mean, if the entire industry shifts that way to where they kind of force our hands, then of course I have no choice. But as long as I still have an option of a 16x9, I can't be mad as long as it's optimized and it's fit to the phone perfectly. If they're doing just 18x9s and putting them on these extra long phones where now we're having bending issues, or now we're just having issues with the phone warping, or it's just it doesn't have that true pocket feel to it. Because I mean, I know I need my phone with me, but I don't need it to take up one whole side of my body to where it looks like I'm walking, walking awkward because my phone's in my pocket.
Oh man!
As long as they can make it correctly, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I mean, with the rate technology is right now, I'm surprised that we still have bezels on phones.
Appreciate it, bro. Well, I tell you what, while I'm grabbing packages in my live stream. Told you I'm the only one to leave my live stream camera and go get packages and then come back. Be going to get some water, going to get me a snack,
Man, we all trying to live a good life like you, man.
Good life, man. Shoot, retirement is good and everything, but hey, you got to live a long time before you get down to retirement. It's good though. I'm blessed, and it is a good life. I ain't gonna front. I'm doing pretty good. I ain't gonna sit on this video.
Mad at that.
I ain't gonna sit on video and say I'm not doing good, huh?
I said I appreciate your call. I appreciate the time and you taking my call.
Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. I appreciate it, man. Good looking out. I'll see you back in the stream.
Off the rip.
All right, take care. Yeah, I'm the only one to be leaving my live stream, going to get packages, going upstairs. It's just a live stream, man. It's Friday. We got to kick back. So, shout out to Mark, man, for calling in too. Boss, okay, we got another call. We're gonna take this one. What's going on? It's your man Jay Will. You live, big screen, small body. Who we got?
Hey, what's up, Jay Will? Sean.
What's going on, Sean?
Jackal.
What's going on, man? What's the deal?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Trying to keep this thing moving, man. Trying to keep it moving. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So how you feel about the big screen, small body?
I mean, the 18.9 ratio is good, but feature-wise, I mean, it's not enough functionality right now to even say, like, okay, it's useful. It's just a big screen.
Yeah.
Like outside, like watching, like, shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And also, like, it's not really that much over there with 18.9. But I ain't mad at it. It's just that I feel like I want more into it. But
you prefer? Do you prefer the 16:9 ratio?
To me, it does not really matter. But as of right now, yeah, I feel like the 16.9 is pretty better.
16:9 is the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm over
right
here.
now.
I'm over here doing a live unboxing during my stream. Yeah, my packages came in. I got some new business cards. They boss. I'll give you a sneak peek.
Awesome.
Bam. That's clean right there. I designed me some new cards. But yeah, man, I don't know. I prefer 16:9. I've voiced that like 1,000 times. But what can you do? What can you do?
I mean, like, it's all, like, most of the time, because it's, like, tech, it's always about adapting. Adapting has always been
You feel like we're being
like,
forced?
part of it.
You feel like the industry basically just forcing us to run that way? Like they're saying, because I mean, that's how, honestly, that's how it works. We don't get to choose what we want. They tell us what we're going to buy, and then we buy it. I mean, if anybody thinks differently,
I kind of disagree on that.
you don't think you're being controlled?
I feel like that people would have used, like their power, like their own power as a consumer. They wouldn't have done that. It's basically just that, like if it's like trends. Like most of the time, most people either follow this trend not because it's cool to do it, but it's a have to. It's more like a have to than just a want to type of thing.
So let me elaborate on that, because I see people saying, I do what I want to do. Here's the thing. You're not you on the phone, but just in general, we are not getting to pick what we want made. This is what I'm talking about. We have no options, and we can't tell them what phone to build. So basically, they're controlling us because we haven't taken charge yet. And here's how, because they're building the phones. Even though I don't like the way it's built, if this is the option, okay, so like somebody said earlier, what am I going to do after a while? I'm going to have to adapt to it. So they're just telling us what we want. We're buying it, and then we're going to go on to the next step. Like the real thing is, why didn't Apple or why didn't Samsung put the fingerprint reader under the front of the screen or somewhere on the screen? It's not because they couldn't. It's because they chose not to. They said, well, we're going to make this money this way first, and then pretty much, we'll just tell them when we're going to do it. Like, why is it Apple can frequently, they could just persistently push out small updates, and we still buy it, even though we know it's a small update. That's what I'm talking about. So we are being controlled whether we want to accept it or not. But until we stop buying, like we've all said this before, stop buying. We need to stop buying what they're selling, and then we can control the pricing for sure. Like we did it with the carriers.
Like the power consumer, like if people could stop buying like those type of products that they know they're not really going to be feeling, then things might change. But it's more like a trending, like and most people are followers in that type of space.
We controlled the industry a little bit with the plans. Remember when the industry forced everybody to get into the unlimited game? Remember we said, well, we ain't gonna, we want unlimited. We want cheaper plans. We want more affordable plans. Eventually, T-Mobile took charge and everybody else followed suit.
Yeah.
Now we got very affordable prepaid plans. Man, you can get phone service for $100 a year unlimited. It wasn't like that at one point. So if the only way we can take charge and tell them, hey, we don't want these 18:9 ratio phones, is to not buy them. They'll have all those phones stocked in their warehouse. They'll have a fire sale or they'll trash them. Straight up. One of the two. But as long as they're giving them to a bunch of people and saying, hey, review this, say it's good, or review this, you can have it, it's yours, do what you want, they're going to stay the same. It's not gonna. We won't see a big shift. It just won't happen. We're not gonna see big changes until the consumers take charge. Now, somebody in the chat said that was more of a T-Mobile shift and T-Mobile pushing the industry. But who pushed T-Mobile? I mean, we've been with T-Mobile for 24 years, and I was like, well, I'm gonna switch, man. Eventually, I was like, I'm gonna change. Y'all company is great, but it ain't that great. Service is bad in a lot of areas. And I don't know if you guys remember, but T-Mobile lost.
Good over in Cali.
Huh?
T-Mobile is actually pretty good in Cali.
Yeah, it's good in different places. If the consumers join together and don't buy any of these 18:9 ratio phones, they'll stop selling them. That's with anything. Like when cars come out and people don't buy it, they scrap it. It happened all the time. Yeah. Cadillac scrapped one of their coupes, man. Some people probably didn't even know about the coupe got discontinued in like 2013 or 2014, I think it was. They discontinued that thing quick, and it was a beautiful car. Got discontinued because people wasn't buying it. And people were like, I don't want this thing, But if they're putting them in the hands of the consumers or putting them in the hands of people, and they're basically, how do I say it, leading them, coercing almost into thinking that this is what you like, let me say it more in a biblical term real quick. Your words are your reality. So if you keep on saying something's going to be, or you keep on talking about it, you just keep on pushing it, that's what it's going to be. And that's the way they work. They'll keep you ever been in a situation where you didn't want something, a chicken sandwich. You keep seeing that commercial, you keep seeing that commercial, you keep seeing that commercial, and eventually you say, I got to try this.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Exactly. You got to say, man, I got to try this. It can't be that good. There's a team of people that sit on the board and say, how can we manipulate these so-and-sos? How can we trick them into thinking that they're in control? The best part of something is when you're sitting in a room with a person and you have them thinking that they're smarter than you. You want to be that person who has the other person thinking that they're winning or that they're smarter than you. Marketing is one of the best tools that these companies use to get people to keep buying. It's just that simple. If we don't buy it,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, they can't sell it. So cigarettes, somebody put cigarettes. Yeah, somebody put cigarette companies do it in certain areas. He's absolutely right. Like, and I know this is a tech channel, but the fact is, it's true. It relates to us and it applies to us in every aspect of our lives. You ever go into certain neighborhoods and communities and all you see is liquor stores, fast food restaurants? You know, but obesity is one of the biggest problems in the U.S. People say drugs is bad, alcohol is bad. Listen, the food that you're eating and putting in your body is horrible for you in most cases. It's just what it is. You go into some areas and all you see is a liquor store, a McDonald's, a Wingstop, all these different places that are bad for you. But you go into other neighborhoods and you see Whole Foods, you see fresh vegetables, you see all this stuff being sold, and you wonder, how in the world is that not in this neighborhood? Why is it not in this neighborhood? The same thing applies with these companies. You can rest assured that some people may laugh at that person who has an iPhone 4S, but I bet you their bank account is a little different than yours. Who wants to spend? The only suckers, I'm sorry, the only fools, my bad, the only dummies, oops, the only clowns, the only crazy people that are spending money like this every day, and most of the people are living beyond their means. In the tech world, there's plenty of people, you see their YouTube channels, and you think, man, they're spending a lot of money, or they're not spending a lot of money. One of the two, they're getting a bunch of review units, but if they are, that's one of the toughest things for tech people to get started, is they want to buy every phone, and they really can't afford it. You know? That's the problem.
Yeah, I understand.
You probably like, dang, Jay gonna go off into a preaching rant. No,
It's like, no, continue. You're actually speaking facts on that.
It's bigger than what we see on the surface. We can control the industry with these 18:9 and 16:9, the plans, what's in the phones. If we want Apple to stop selling us a 64 gig for $999, hey, listen, all we gotta do is not buy it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, people have the power to not buy things, but they choose to because it is the trend of buying those type of products.
Yep, absolutely right. But yeah, man, it applies to all of us in our daily lives, man. This tech stuff. Some people always ask me, well, Jay, how can you afford that? I'm like, fool, how many times I gotta tell you this, man? I get paid for money for you watching the videos, man. That's I hate to see people. I shouldn't say hate. I just like when people keep asking me that. I'm like, dude, how many times I gotta say it? I'm just like every other YouTuber who's been on YouTube for a long time. I'm established enough to where I can buy a lot of phones. It's just what it is. Or I get review units. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much more transparent I can be, but there are YouTubers out there who are buying all these phones and they really can't afford it, man. So they end up buying and returning or buying and selling just to try to survive on YouTube, and instead of having fun. You know?
Yeah.
If you can't get the devices, just make a video talking about it. You know what I mean? Anybody can start a YouTube channel. It is what it is. That's just what it is. Crazy.
Your reviews are really much quality, and I appreciate it.
Oh man, that's a big up, man. I appreciate that, man. I don't take that lightly when people say that, man, because I just turn on the camera and start recording. I don't have no plans most of the time. I just kind of laugh at people to be like, oh, you should have scripted this better, and I'm like, man, you a passerby. You don't know me very well, because I ain't got time to be writing out no script and all that stuff. And if I'm writing something for the website, then yeah, I'm gonna write something out. But you know, the pricing on these phones and stuff like that, man. And I'm always I just reviewed the K20. I have so many budget phones up there. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna continue to review them because there's budget phones that are 18:9 ratio for the people that actually want that. You know what I'm saying? There's but they're not officially in the U.S. They're overseas, so I have to import those. You know what I mean? It's kind of unfortunate that you can't get some of the stuff in the U.S., but you get it overseas, and then they make it so it don't work in the U.S. to force us to continue to buy the phones that are $900, $800, $1,000 over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you get back.
Like,
go ahead, bro. I know
yeah,
you done.
Oh yeah, like what is your thoughts on the U11 Plus? Like, if it's gonna be available?
Oh yeah. U11 Plus, man. I'm excited about it because people can call me biased or whatever it is, but I'm neutral when it comes to reviewing phones. My brand that I prefer is actually BlackBerry. For people that actually know me yet, I prefer BlackBerry. I think Blackberries are hot. BBOS, to be specific, is fantastic. But when people say I'm a fan of Samsung, I'm a fan of Apple, whatever, man. I think HTC U11 is one of the top devices, if not the top device in 2017 so far. It checks off way too many boxes.
Driver right now.
Huh?
It's in my daily driver right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I recently got the 60 frames per second.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten that yet, man. When did you get it?
Like yesterday.
Man, I can't wait to test that on my phone. I've been trying both of mine to see if it popped up, but it hasn't popped up yet. It'll pop up now.
The quality of the video is actually much more smooth.
Really?
Like, really smooth.
Yeah, no updates for me, man. You got a US. You're in the US, right?
Yeah, I'm in the US.
Hopefully, it'll be coming in my phone, man. Did you have to do anything special to get it?
No, I just got the update, and bam, it's just there.
That's what's up. But as far as the U11 Plus goes, man, I think it's going to be a hot phone. Not because I'm partial to HTC. I just think that currently the U11 is great, so they better capitalize on that. Even if they don't give it a Snapdragon 835 and all these high-end specs, keep the design the same, put at least a 600 processor in there, and you're good to go. Good to go.
Yeah,
Make sure the cameras is tight. You're good to go. It'll be boss. You don't have no problems. No problems at all. Well, I'm gonna hop off, man. I'm about to end this stream. I done went over an hour, man. I don't like to stream for too long, man. But
yeah, I know. But one quick question.
Yeah.
Since you doing like the USB-C headphones, are you gonna review more of them?
Oh yeah, man. I love headphones, dude. I keep a bunch of headphones on deck. I have a headphone. I have a shed. I have so many headphones, but the main ones that I use are up on my office desk. But USB Type-C headphones are definitely fantastic. To me, they sound way better than any 3.5 millimeter headphone jack that I've used, and I've got some pretty good headphones, man. But I keep the Bluetooth game going, man. I love reviewing Bluetooth headphones for sure. So I'll bring more stuff on that for sure.
Especially with the USB-C earbuds.
Oh yeah, USB Type-C headphones are boss.
All right, then.
Hey, good chatting with you, brother. Good chatting with you.
All right, thank you, J-Bro.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Continue progressing.
That's what's up. Godspeed, bro. All right. So, man, I've been getting a lot of calls coming in. I appreciate you guys ringing me up. Even all the clowns that's texting me. You will not believe some of the things that people have texted me since I've been on this live stream. But the devil always try to mess up your groove, but it can't work. So all those people that just text me and call me the N-word and all this other stuff right there. Let me see if I can show it to you. Check this out. Let's see here. There you go. That's what people have been texting me since I've been on that last call. They stupid, right? It's unbelievable, how people operate, but it is what it is. They'll be all right. I think they just don't like themselves very well. So we have to pray for those people. I kind of just laugh at it because, listen, folks, I run a tech channel, but I'm a real person. I'm a real person just like you. I'm a little bit older, and it's kind of surprising that I'm still doing this tech stuff, but I'm not that old. I'm not that old, but I'm a little bit older. But for me, it's bigger than YouTube. I keep God out front. So when I see stuff like that, I just block them and delete them. You know, I don't care about nobody texting nothing like that to me. They just kind of showing me what it's really about with them. I really don't care because we're not face to face. You know what I mean? So I won't see you. So why would I give my energy to those people? I just keep it moving, man. You can text me and call me the N-word, whatever you want to do. I don't know. This is a tech channel. But I still think it's kind of funny how people seem to pull something like that and they're sitting in front of the mirrors looking about how much they hate themselves and they can't figure out their own lives. So they say, I'm gonna go troll YouTube videos. I'm gonna go troll YouTube videos and and I'm gonna try to mess with people and throw them off the game. But it's not gonna work, man. I'm doing way too good, way too blessed. I'm gonna keep on getting blessed. Every time somebody do something like that, I get a new package or something. I don't know. I don't, you know, a younger guy will respond to that and want to go fight and stuff like that. But I won't see none of these people in person. And if I did see you in person, you wouldn't run up on me and be like, yo, what's up? You in or you punk? You can try that if you want to, but it would be a very bad outcome, you know? Because the Bible says clearly you should avoid a man who gets angry really easy. And there it is. So I try to keep my temper under control. Pray for all those haters out there, all those trolls. I don't care about all that stuff. I like to keep it about tech. And that's exactly what I try to focus on. All the comments and stuff that I block like daily, deleting people, it is what it is, man. That's a part of YouTube. Racism is going to be here, unfortunately. Even in this type of setting, we're talking about phones and stuff like that. It's funny, man. I just have to laugh at it because I still think it's funny that people think that people are actually getting mad at that word. You know, if that word is making you mad at this point, and you are being called that word, just keep it moving, man. Don't even acknowledge it. Just, you know, because if you answer to it, then it's best, you know, you need to go do some soul searching. You know, I just go drink some water and keep it moving because it don't apply to me. So I just like to keep it moving, man. But I enjoyed being on the stream with you guys, man. You guys are awesome. Everybody who got a chance to call in, call again next time. I want to do a quick live stream on this though, so I just was like, you know, man, instead of shooting a video, I was gonna shoot a video, but sometimes doing a live stream is so much better. You know what I mean? Because I get to talk to y'all real time. And then if I want to take a phone call, I can take a phone call, you know, and chat with you guys. Because I know as a YouTuber, you guys probably think they don't. I actually have people on my videos saying they'll type out, you don't respond to comments. Like, what the heck? Man, you know how many comments I get every hour? It's almost impossible for me to actually respond to them. But I look at let me tell you something. I look at every comment that hits my channel. It either gets deleted, I respond, or that's it. I say, okay, that's a good comment, I keep it moving. I could respond to every comment, but I would be sitting at this dog. I would always have to have a device in my hand, you know what I mean? So it's not gonna happen. I take breaks, man. I enjoy life, family, wife, everything. I'm great. I'm doing fantastic. But man, YouTube is YouTube. This is just how it's gonna be. A lot of the haters out there. I'm retired, man. Somebody's asking me you must be new to the channel. Ariane, I'm retired, man. I'm retired. Retired ex-military and law enforcement. So if you knew, that's why I say, you know, I may have had like 5 or 6 surgeries, but not gonna run up on me. I ain't that old. But we're gonna get down, baby. You can rest assured of that. But you know, YouTube is YouTube, man. You can have a tech channel. It's still gonna be trolls out there. Army, man. You still gonna have trolls. You're gonna have people to try to crash the scene. You just got to keep it moving, man. You got to let them have a little moment, you know what I mean, and keep it moving. So, big screen, small body live stream. It's your man Jay Will. I appreciate everybody that decided to stop by on their Friday afternoon. Thank you guys. Yeah. So I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm always stay humble, man, to the support that I get on the channel. You know, if you come by to hate, I appreciate it, man. I don't know. You know, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to be wasting your energy because it's not my problem. So whatever problem you have, go to the bathroom, pinch a loaf, go drink some hot water. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm all about that tech game, man. Tech game. That's what it's about. God, family, and everything else. So I'm out of here. I actually used the, for those that don't know, that came in late, the speaker is just boss right here, man. I used the front camera on the iPad Pro 10.5. There's a video that's getting ready to go live for the iPad Pro 10.5, so be sure to check that out. If you're watching this on the replay crew, the video's obviously already live, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't seen it already. But I'm out of here, man. You guys are the bomb. I got the best subscribers ever, man. You guys keep it real. Everybody who says they enjoy my content, I appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna keep on pushing as long as I can until I get out of here or when God tell me to do something different. I'm a humble guy, so I appreciate you guys for even taking time out of your day. Where's the camera? You. I appreciate you guys, man. I see you guys in the live chats on the forums or wherever I'm at, man. Big things coming up. LaShawn, man, I'm gonna holler at you offline, dude. I see you in the Telegram chat. Hey, everybody, go Eric, man. Eric, what's going on, dude? I appreciate it, man. Glad you stopped by. I see y'all, all the regulars out there. I know who you are. Deuces.